I'm aching to clarify this, Ray, because I already grasped the concept of what is coming through. Yes, this is your update for the first week of September, and it can play out fluidly. However, what I am psychically seeing already is there does feel that there is a shake-up happening in these individual lives. Now, it's quite funny. It's almost like it's kind of starting off the week where they have the super awareness of, the grounding energy, which to me is a temptress as a possibility, or a physical individual who is taking their mask off. This also can be within their emotions. They're taking their mask off and they're having a revelation to do with particular individuals, both past and present. And something is really coming to the forefront in this crowning energy, which we will come back and clarify. I do particularly see through the top row as some significant event that initially it can be coming in quite radically. And I do feel there is several areas in Divine Masculine's life that is experiencing a shakeup, and it is coming out of nowhere. Potentially this can be due to the astrology. If you don't know, yes, I do cover the astrology, and these do directly impact our lives, even if we are twin flames. What I am seeing here is almost a kickoff to the week. Being a shake-up, and this could have also come through a little bit earlier than anticipated, and it's something that they're really pondering and working through in the first week of September. As we do look to the past position, we do see heaven on earth in reverse. So this can be a circumstance, like I said, that has already started playing out, that they're trying to work through. It hasn't completely dissipated. This can be to do with a love situation. It also can be to do with values and healing, but various other areas as we do proceed forward are kind of shaking up situations in the mix. This is not a fun circumstance for these individuals. They do feel this has actually hindered and really affected their path, A, moving forward, but B, they're feeling these things drastically need to happen and shift so that they actually can reach a union with Divine Feminine. We do have the feminine masculine card here in the mix. And, this can be two things. This can be at the moment that they're feeling quite torn in the heart space, that they've had to make sacrifices, but they're also seeing the truth of a matter. This also can be because an individual is exposing themselves for who they really are. And it's really cementing that decision and making them look at the twin flame path differently, but having to actually close that cycle out. Separately, it does feel also within their own yin yang energy, within their own emotional needs, and within their own physical needs. Something also is not in alignment, and it's what they directly are working on at this point in time. Now, some of these things tend to happen to us. We do have this individual here in the green, which does remind me of Uranus and Taurus, which is going shadow. It's going station retrograde at the beginning of the month. This can act like a Venus retrograde. Okay, it is a Venus sign. It is going into retrograde. Uranus is notorious for creating sudden events, electrical, could be a power outage, monetary situations, values, relationships, partnerships. There is a shake-up happening here. Now, I also feel they're being cautious about how they address these circumstances, but they have the clarity that they need and they are ready to shake things up. Now, as we go to the bottom row, this person isn't being foolish. This person has the information in hand, particularly this could have come to them through last month's energy. We were really in a transition of having deep clarity with Mercury retrograde, and with Mercury moving back into the sign of Leo, what it gives is that person direction. So this individual is finding direction. They are aware of where they're going. They're aware of what they need to do, and they are considering themselves in this mix. They also could have met individuals that were quite selfish, and through that was a very interesting karmic lesson for them. Again, we have twice. We have the feminine, masculine in reverse, and we have union energy in reverse. And like I said, we are going to come back and clarify this because I do feel this is a shake-up in their lives to make things happen. This could also be because of the way Divine Feminine has reacted towards the twin flame path. Separately, this can be a karmic situation and relationship they're dealing with and wrapping up. And for some, yes, it may have taken them by surprise. The other is the Judgment is coming and they are making big decisions. We're going to go back and we are with this Judgment energy. We will get here and we will look to what these judgments are going to be. Let's go to the first row and we need to see what this crowning energy is, because I do particularly feel within this crowning energy, it could feel like a karmic test. But for me, I'm sort of looking at this individual, very, very attractive, very alluring, taking their mask off. And that can be quite a signifier here. It can be that somebody is exposing themselves for who they are. It can be a softer side, a more seductive side. This also simply can be the way in which Divine Masculine perceives you. Oh, some home truths are coming out. This can be to do with the shady individual. This can be a bit of a truth bomb, seeing a person for who they really are. Okay, is this a karmic situation, please? It's something that directly has impacted them, so yes, I would say it is. What do we need to know of this unexpected event that hasn't quite evened out yet? What was this event that occurred in the most recent past? Yeah, this can be differing of values between both individuals. This could have been a loss of money. It also can be a need and a desire to change directions. It's really funny. It's almost like this person wants to cut their losses with the circumstance. They're bitter and dirty at themselves for it taking this long, for them delaying those changes. Where do they stand now, please, as we're moving through the first week of September? Yeah, they're having a more mature approach with it. Yeah, they know that. What would the best analogy I could use? It's almost like accepting a circumstance and knowing it can be painful to accept it, but knowing they will come out on the other side. So whatever this is, it definitely feels as though there's a resolve. There is an acceptance. And it definitely is showing them what they do want. And it's almost like this has been hindering their plans, especially where it comes to the TF connection. It's almost like the necessity to wrap up the past, the necessity to bring things to a close, and to open up doors for this brand new chapter. It has been something that both emotionally and physically has been very taxing. Okay, what is this Tower coming through to shake things up? Is it on Divine Masculine's own doing in a positive way, or is there something happening to them, for them? Okay, we'll get the first card, which is them doing something. Oh. No. Okay, they're definitely saying this is something that's happening to them. It's almost like they put the signature and the manifestation out into the universe. They didn't quite know what to do, and then I feel a Tower has come about to actually sever these connections, open doors, and have the movement moving forward. Because everything they had tried, what has happened is they've actually reached closure that they have tried, and that this is not destined for them. Yeah, no more sacrifices. So we see from the bottom row here, I might give you a close-up view, the bottom row, we have the Fool energy in reverse. Yeah. This person knows that by maybe being over-optimistic with things to a detriment, especially with individuals that have burnt them way too many times. It hasn't worked. So this is a huge lesson learned. Yeah, they feel it's time for that person to go and do them, to go and love themselves, to go and do what they need to do. And they're also really feeling inside themselves that they're starting to feel, and again, I do feel, I'm noticing the three doves here. This is actually going to transform three areas in their life. The one main one that is really heavily on their mind is with the love of their life. The other two are two different situations. Okay, this is a rebirth. Now, as to the union, they're like, okay, I know this is what I want. I know this is what I'm going to have. I think the concern is potentially divine feminine not desiring this situation, especially because this has taken a long time in the mix. I do see the individuals wanting to now reach out and to dig in and have a conversation with you. Again, I'm really seeing with this outcome card of a judgment, they've made their decision. It's now up to divine feminine. We will love you and leave you. I can't wait to see next week's edition. And if you do want to come through and see the next one, you can join a YouTube membership. Otherwise, it will be released next week. Take care.